Hello, I'm Derek Summer, owner of Spud Software. What I'm going to talk to you about today is square peg, round hole. What that means is trying to fit your business into a SaaS software solution. Never heard a success story with this, but yet SaaS software is everywhere. What we do is business management software. This is software that runs your company, runs your people, runs your equipment, runs your vehicles. SaaS software does not fit there at all, because if it did, and everyone did everything the exact same way, there'd be no competitive edge. So I'm assuming the way you do your business is different than the next guy, and because of that, that's what gives you the competitive edge, where it allows you to have a lower price, faster turnaround, higher security, hitting your service level agreements, tracking and reporting. Whatever that is, that's what makes you different than your competitors. And SaaS software will never do that for you. That's just the beginning. So now we're going to talk about what SaaS software promises and never delivers. First off, let's talk about the sales cycle of it. You're going to deal with either a salesperson or a website and buy this thing, okay? And they're going to tell you it's customizable, it can do anything, and it's great, and the website's going to look sexy as all get up. It has all these cool graphics. Look at these reports it gives you. It looks great, easy to use. Anyone can use this thing. Well, that's the first problem, because that means that anyone can do anything they want in the software, which means it does not drive process. It does not make you do this step, then this step, then this step. It allows you to do anything, anywhere, anytime, which immediately turns into workarounds, people cutting corners, people taking things out that need to be done correctly and to track the project. So still on the sales cycle, so now you buy it from either this person or this website, then you want to have it implemented. Well, it's a different group of people. That's a different company. So now you go to that company, or you got to find the company, vet that company. And those people are going to promise you everything under the sun. They're going to make it work. Everything's going to be great, super duper. They're going to meet with you. They're going to start implementing it. And they're going to say, oh, you want to be able to do that? Well, you have to get developers involved then. And by the way, they're not a development company. They're just a consulting company. So they're going to refer to you some of their buddies that are developers. Well, now those developers are going to come in, and these poor guys, they come in, and all they want to do is help. I mean, it's nothing that is their fault. You're asking them to do things, then they've explained to you, I'm sorry, but the software can't do that. It's limited. This is a SaaS software. It's out in the cloud. Everyone uses the same code base. We can turn toggles on and off. We can do a little script here or there. We can do a little API integration here, but we can't do specifically what you needed to do. And then you yell at that poor guy because you were promised by the sales guy 2 people prior to that it could do anything. Now this poor software guy is, get his teeth kicked in, and, he's doing the best he can to help because the sales guy lied to you or the website misled you. For our company, we provide everything within our 4 walls. Our Michigan-based company, with everyone works here at Spud Software, we handle the consulting, we have the business analysts on staff, we have the support staff, we have the developers, and we have the experts in business. That is why you want to have everything done with one company under one roof, because there's only one throat to choke, right? So if we're doing it right and we're taking care of you, you're going to stick with us for a long time, and you're going to be happy and have a better product in the end. Let's talk about another lie from SaaS software. So implementation time. Well, it's easy, right? You go on the website, you add some users, you send an email out, hey, everyone start using this. We're now using X software. And guess what? Adoption is like 0. If they do adopt it, they do some stuff in it, or they do this over there and that. Or it's a really fancy SaaS software, and you got to send your people off-site for training. So now they got to go, out of state. You got to send 6, 8 guys to be trained on how to use the software. That is completely backwards. If you have a successful business that has a good process, you just want to automate it or track it better or improve it, but also by accountability and software that drives that action, training should be minimal. It should really be do exactly what you've been doing, but now you're going to enter this data into the system. The system is going to tell you what you got to do next. And after you're done with this, it'll prompt the next person to do their job. Why would you have to go on-site training for 7 days to learn how to do that? That's where these SaaS companies are making their money on the side too, is just by making you go to all this training thing. And 7 days to learn how to do something that you've been doing for years? It just doesn't make sense. So back to implementation. How long is implementation? Again, we went through the scenario where you just buy it, add some users, tell people to use it, they don't use it. It fails. A real implementation with a custom software solution will be much more acceptable by the users because they're going to be involved with the software design. The software design, yes, the management's the one's going to be writing the checks or approving the stuff, but the users are going to be involved. The users are going to partake in it. Now, we're not going to suck tons of their time. We're not going to make them lock them in a conference room for 8 hours at a time for 3 weeks. That's unnecessary. Our business analysts will shadow your people, be on site, talking to them, seeing what they're doing, asking questions, things like that. They're not going to get in the way. They're going to be helping. So with that, when it comes time to implement, they're already familiar with the software. They already know what's coming. We've made them excited about it. We made them want to be part of it. And when you have that, you have a successful implementation. That's a lot different than, hey guys, we just bought the software, start using it, shove it down their throat. It will not succeed if you do it that way. By getting their buy-in, by getting them excited about it, by them seeing the value in the software and what we're doing as a company, that's when the implementation is successful. Okay, so let's say you watch this video and you say, Derek, you're an idiot. I don't care. I'm still going with SaaS software. Okay, can I just ask you to do this? Ask them these questions. How customizable is it? Can you give me examples of other companies you've done customization for? Who did the customization? Is it your people doing the customization, or is it a third party? Are those people in America? I have a whole separate video that talks about offshoring, nearshoring, and doing stuff in America. There is a huge difference. Other questions to ask is, who owns the data? You have to ask them, what's the turnaround time? What's your support look like? Can you call someone and say, hey, I'm having an issue here? What's your training and onboarding looking like? Do you have to send people out of state to get trained? Do you have to pay their people to come on site for weeks on end to train you? Every time you have a new employee, do you have to have someone come in and get trained, or send them out someplace to get trained to use their software? What is the licensing agreement specifically regarding the monthly subscriptions? Is it per user? If you need to add one user to a specific feature in the software, do you have to pay for that user to have all the features in the software? So instead of just being the $79 a month, now it's $179 a month for every user because you had to add this additional feature for this one person. Other questions to ask them is their security. Is your data sitting next to everyone else's data? Is there such thing where they can accidentally expose your data to other people? What are the security measures they're doing? These are the basic questions you need to ask. If you're crazy enough to go to SaaS software, at least do that.